So morning yogis. Friday morning, however your week has been, this is a really lovely way to sort of begin your weekend. I like to think of Friday as the start of the weekend. So begin lying down or seated, whatever your body wants to respond to today. And just checking in with your energy. Are you full of beans and raring to go with exciting things to do? Or do you actually need to kind of slow down a bit and ease your way into your weekend? Take a couple of deep breaths and a nice sigh on the exhale. It always makes you feel good. Just releasing what you don't want to hold anymore. And take a moment to root through your tailbone, back of your body, your feet, however you like to visualize your roots growing into Mother Earth. And let's just take a few moments to arrive here. I've got a little passage I'd like to read you. I'm really enjoying reading this particular book, a book I've had for decades, but that you come back to sometimes, don't you? So this is about the asana. One of the benefits of a focused asana practice, the poses, is that you start to become aware of the negative experiences stored in your body. Feelings of tightness and discomfort, hollow sensations, contractions are all physical expressions of emotional states. The practice of asana releases these blockages, helping to make the body free-flowing. In making the body smooth and open to the mind too becomes light. The sky of the mind becomes clear blue. So asana slowly work to release physical tension and the deeper tensions that haunt the marrows of our bones. And something by B.K.S. Iyengar, The Light on Yoga. Where does the body end and the mind begin? Where does the mind end and the spirit begin? They cannot be divided, as they are interrelated, and but different aspects of the same all-pervading divine consciousness, which I thought was quite a lovely way of talking about our asana practice. There's a few more pieces in that book that I'll read later on as well. So have a quick scan through your chakras: root, sacral, solar plexus and heart, your throat, third eye and crown. And it can be as quick as that sometimes, just to check in without analysing too much how our energies feel. So we're going to come into lying position and begin with our stretches as we work through a nice chakra balance today. So on your next inhale, taking the right arm up and over, hand falls to the floor behind, and lifting the toes of the right foot, everything relaxed on the left. And then let's just gently stretch this first movement in our practice that we're so familiar with, but enjoying how it feels today. Reaching up with the arm, lowering around the hip and the leg. And now just a nice gentle point of your toes, and enjoy that stretch over your leg now. And like I said in that passage that I just read, creating space. And on your exhale, just release that arm down. Have a moment, Shavasana. Take a lovely deep breath. And then the same the other side. On the inhale, left arm up and over and flexing into left foot. How does it feel this side? Does this side need more of a stretch today? Do you feel it more in your calf? And then point the toes. And relax on the exhale, arm down. Just have a moment. And then both arms up and over on the inhale. And just enjoy this lovely long stretch. How tall can you make yourself feel today? And then just moving ankles backwards and forwards. How does that feel? Can you notice it in your knees? And then just exhale, arms down, just feeling quite vibrant, even just from those lovely stretches. And so we'll bring the right knee in, hands around the shin, deep breath. Exhale up. And just holding the breath out. Inhale down when you're ready. Left knee, same again. And just feeling your back connect to the mat. Hold the breath out. Inhale down. And both knees in, same again. Lovely deep inhale. As you come up, release all the air out of the lungs. And then coming down. Nice gentle rock. Nice little circles on your spine as well. And so we'll come up to seated, work through the warm-up. So join me in a seated position if you're on your mats, or on your cushions rather, or not. Excuse me. So coming into this familiar pose, this seated pose, Chin Mudra, with your eyes closed, just a lovely lift through your spine as if there's a cord pulling through the crown of your head. And just notice how you feel today. Just simply sitting here, are there any little aches and pains that you're aware of? How does it feel to breathe? Does it feel quite open in your chest? How tight are the muscles around your eyes? Just little awareness around the body. Let's take the chin down now and just pause for a second, as we always do. Just feel that lovely stretch, but also what you're holding tension-wise. And then up. And down. Feeling a lovely stretch through your throat. This is working your throat chakra, even just these movements. Take the chin up again. And maybe just stretch the chin a little further up. Get a nice stretch under the neck. And then coming back to centre. Tilting head right and left. Same again. And don't restrain the breath. Lovely deep breaths into your belly. And in centre, we'll gaze over the right shoulder, left. Do we like looking back into our past? Does our neck want to move this way? What's behind us? And then coming back to centre. And then chin down and a full rotation, just each way round with the head. And then coming back to centre. You can blink your eyes open and extending hands out. We'll thumbs in, thumbs out, working our little fingers, the details of life. And then wrists up and down. Noticing anything that you feel through the arms and elbows, and then rotating. Taking lots of lovely little care on all of our joints as we do this warm-up. Other way. And then palms up, dropping the shoulders down. Have a lovely lift through your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more. And then fingers on shoulders, rotating arms. Getting a nice little flex in your back if that feels good. Another way. Do miss these movements when we don't do them for a while. Popping the cushion aside, let's just work our lower body warm up all these joints. So nice seated position, and then opening and closing the toes. Wave your toes at me. And then pointing and flex. How much are you feeling through the backs of your legs? And then one foot over the other, and we'll just tune into our ankles. And the other way. How easy is it to rotate and swapping sides? Other way. And then right knee. Just hugging under that thigh. And hip. Happy hips. Both directions. And then left knee. And then we'll do left hip. How are you feeling in your body today? Are you quite content? Happy? Or have you got a couple of worries? Notice where you hold your emotion as well. And then just coming into butterfly. Just take a few moments to settle, let the back stretch, inner thighs. And take some nice deep rooting breaths here. Connect within. Try and let your face relax just for a few moments. And belly breaths. Feel the chest open, feel the back open. And then we'll gently lift our head up. Okay, we'll come to standing and open into Tadasana, which is a lovely grounding pose for root chakra. If we're feeling out of balance, if something's really thrown us off, we've had some bad news, that can really unroot you in life. So connecting with anything to do with root chakra poses is always going to encourage the energy to become more balanced there. So opening into Tadasana. And this is such, well, considered a simple pose. We're just standing here, the arms are open in a nice receptive manner, but just close your eyes for a moment and notice if the balance just shifts a little, whether you feel a bit more wobbly. And we can lean into the toes, back into the heels, and really kind of hone in that centre point. Notice if your breath has all become tight in your belly, and just open the breath up. Okay, we're going to inhale, take the arms up. And we'll swan dive down into nice ragdoll. And noticing if you need to bend your knees, if there's any twinges in your lower back as you come down. And let's just hang here for a moment, just hang out. With the head coming towards the earth as well, also lovely rooting position. Take a couple of deep breaths, feel the back open up. And we're going to inhale and roll up. We'll do that again, and then afterwards we're going to come up into chair pose. So inhale. And then exhale, just surrender yourself down. Again, just have a moment to dangle here. How much more can you release through your shoulders, your upper arms and your neck? And a lovely deep breath into your back. And before we move now, have a moment to engage into the abdominal muscles and the pelvic diaphragm. We're going to bring the arms parallel, and then we're going to come up into chair pose. So I'm going to turn sideways. Try and keep your bottom nice and pushed out and the back straight. We'll just hold chair pose for a moment. Notice if this is a comfortable pose. If it hurts anywhere, then don't do it. And inhale, lifting up. Okay, Lovely pose for root energy. Let's try tree as well. Again, it's associated with the rooting down. So right leg grounded, left foot up. Wherever you want to be today, it's all about the balance. Focusing on drishti, that point ahead of you. Is your body slouched? Do you feel like you're curving forward, or have you got that lovely lift and energy through your body? Let's take the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, lovely wide branches. And then gather up all that lovely universal energy and draw it back to your heart. Lovely. And then we'll just explore the other side. Just give your legs a shake if you need to. Just sort of feel that after effect from them. And then other side. Wherever you want to be with your foot today, high or low. The place where you can be the most still and balanced. Awareness on your breath. And then inhale. Exhale. Notice if as you bring your arms up, you kind of almost lift your body a little bit more as well. And then coming up together and back to your heart energy. Lovely. Give legs a shake. So the sacral energy, I'm wearing the orange today, is very linked with fluidity, our feminine side and our emotions. So goddess squat is a really lovely one to come into. So we're going to do that moon salutation where goddess comes into this as well. Come to slightly the right side of your mat because we're going to flow towards the left. Okay, hands to heart. I'm not quite sure where we are in the moon cycle. I think we're on a waxing phase at the moment. So what we're creating in life. Let's take a lovely deep inhale. Arms up. Exhale outwards into like a crescent. Inhale through center. Other side. Lovely stretch to the side of our body and gallbladder channel. Let's come into goddess squat. Rooting down. Let's see how low we can go. If this affects your back, don't come down too far. And then we turn into Trikonasana to our left. And as we flow through this sequence, we're going to feel it through different chakras. So solar plexus, come into pyramid. A grounding pose and down into low lunge. Up with the arms into a lovely crescent. Let's sink the hips to the mat, drop the pelvis down. Notice if you feel balanced. And then hands to the inside of your left foot and just swivel your body around into this lovely side lunge. Just take a moment here. It's too good to not enjoy this lovely stretch on the inside of the leg. Coming over to the other side. And again, just take a couple of breaths, pause here. Otherwise we really miss out this juicy bit. Come into low lunge this side. How does it feel? Hands to the mat. Up into pyramid. Take a moment just to place your feet so you feel balanced. Opening up into Trikonasana. How does it feel this side? Up into goddess squat. And bringing feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale out. And the other side. And then coming back. Hands to heart. Enjoy how that felt through your body. Let's take a moment in Shavasana. Even though that was just one flow, we could have gone the other way and done the whole full moon cycle. It's quite nice just to enjoy this one. We're going to do sun salutation in a moment, which resonates with the solar plexus. But just for a moment now, let's tune into your sacral energy. You can even place your hands on that lower belly. Draw a lovely awareness of orange into your mind. thinking about your relationships, your desires and passions, what you want in life. Whether you're going with the flow or whether there's a lot of resistance in life at the moment. Sometimes our outer world can reflect our inner world. It's always something to just sit with sometimes. So enjoy taking some deep breaths into this area, your lower back as well. And then we can draw our knees in. Enjoy a gentle rock. Again, this massage on our back targets the sacral and solar plexus. And then we'll come up to standing for sun salutation. So bring your awareness to your solar plexus, this area above your navel and kind of the mid part of your back. And if you can close your eyes for a moment, see something lovely bright yellow. It might be a daffodil in your mind, or a brilliant sunlight. Little buttercup, for instance. Have this energy as we work through. So hands to heart center. Lovely deep inhale and exhale. This energy is linked with our motivation, action, masculine energy. Lifting the head, flattening the back. Hands down. Right leg back. Confusing you today. Gazing up to the sun. Let's have a lovely little moment here to stretch and enjoy. And then down dog. Lifting that tailbone here, we can gaze into our third eye. This can be an area that we focus on. Lifting that tailbone, nice strong arms, grounded finger bases. Inhale. Exhale, full exhale all the way back and down. And then flow into Cobra or Sphinx, whatever your energy feels like today. And then coming up. And then left foot forwards. Again, gorgeous stretch through our legs, feeling that feet together. And salute our sun, feeling energized, positive. Decisions, decisive. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, arms down, flowing into the other side now and forward. Flattening that back. Left leg back this time. And take a moment. Let's sink into this position. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely stretch here, flowing through the pose of 8 curves to Cobra, which works with heart, sacral and solar plexus. And then down dog, right foot forwards. Lovely stretch here, feet together. And coming up. Lovely. Hands to your heart center. Take a lovely deep breath and we'll come down. Have a moment again in Shavasana. We'll take Shavasana between sort of most of our little sequences or poses just to feel the feeling of the chakra. Notice your heart rate, the quality of your breath. And with your eyes closed, just draw yourself into a beautiful sunny day or a lit sunset, where the sun is so bright but coming down. How do you feel in this centre? This is our centre of confidence. But when we're a little bit out of balance, we will lack in our self-worth. We won't feel good enough, we'll doubt ourselves. Procrastinate. And then we'll draw our knees in. Also a lovely one for solar plexus today are all number of twists. So we'll roll up to seated and come into seated twist. So as you come into staff pose, just walk out the pads of your buttocks. Have that connection to earth again. This is also, because we're on the mat, a very grounding pose as well. So bringing right foot over left knee. And enjoy that lovely length of lift in your spine before we even move. And then left arm hugs, right arm swings behind. And then just gently adjusting yourself, we can work with the breath. Try and have a flex in your front foot, in that left foot. So you're going to feel the active sensation in the back of your leg. And then inhale to lift, exhale to twist. Notice where you're tense. And just try to kind of relax into this pose, but also be active here. Where do you feel it? Lovely stretch in that right buttock. Perhaps it's sort of around your back to the left-hand side. Keep breathing, just notice your breath. And then when we're ready, we'll come back around to the front. Just lean back for a moment, close your eyes, take a couple of breaths, and notice where you feel like you've done this lovely squeeze around the mid part of your body, wringing out your body like a wet rag, dispersing toxins, encouraging blood flow through your spine. And then we'll sit up and come into the other side. So now this is the left foot over the right knee. Again, try and flex into that front foot. Even when you do this and we haven't twisted yet, you're going to feel a lovely stretch for your calf and hamstring. Lift, right arm hugs, left arm behind. And just settle. What do you feel? Maybe it's not such a deep feeling in the buttock. It might be more around the thigh. What do you feel through your back and back muscles and back ribs? And then just draw your awareness to your breath. How good does this feel today? If you ever have to do something that you're not feeling very confident, public speaking, anything like that, get yourself into a twist. It's going to really liven up the energy here. Notice if there's any more movement here. And then when you're ready, let's take a lovely deep breath in and come back around the front. Again, just lie down. Enjoy how your body wants to talk back to you through your spine. All the muscles that align your spine as well. Notice if you just feel a little bit sunnier inside from that twist. Whether you can see a lovely bright yellow, our internal sun. Try and imagine that you have a beautiful internal sun and the rays are just getting bigger and bigger and they're extending past the edge of your body. And everybody that you come across and you meet today is going to feel that lovely warmth inside of you. It's just going to radiate really subconsciously to people, lifting their spirits without even knowing it. So drawing these in, enjoy a nice little hug here, a little bit of self-love. So we're going to move into our heart energy now with cat-cow. So just roll up. Often a pose that we'll do at the beginning of class, always to warm up the spine. But cat-cow has a really lovely energy. It also works your throat. So heart and throat here. It's a grounding pose. So root chakra too. And actually, because we're flexing the whole spine, it does work pretty much all of them. So bringing your hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and really root the tops of your feet into the mat. Have that real connection to the earth. Neutral spine, and on the exhale we arch up. On the inhale, the belly drops. And the heart shines forward. And the throat opens. So now we're in this pose with awareness on the heart. Just think of a lovely nature green. Perhaps a field of green grass. And if you can imagine some lovely little kind of wild pink flowers interspersed within this grass, we're connecting with the energies of heart, love and compassion. The ability to give love and receive love in equal amounts. How does it feel today to move when you're focusing on the love energy? If you have doors on your heart and there's a room inside full of love, are the doors open and you can just give so much out, or have you got your doors slightly closed and guarded? And start to move into wild cat-cow. Just enjoy this free flow movement now. Working into that figure of 8 and just enjoying your body. We only get one. Just reversing the other way if that feels nice. Moving the head and neck. Working throat as well. And then just coming to a nice stillness. Let's rest ourselves back into Hatha. And creep your fingers forward so you get a lovely stretch in the back, shoulder blades. As you deep breathe here, you can feel the ribs opening. And then come onto your back. Bridge also works with our heart and throat. So we'll come straight into this one. Nice bridge pose. So feet to the buttocks, hip distance apart, palms down. And then we'll do 5. Just take them in your own time, don't have to follow me. But lovely deep inhale coming up. And coming down, heart and throat. Placing each vertebrae down as you roll down, inhale up. Feeling strong through the legs and the feet. Rolling down. And again. Filling the lungs. Nice slow roll out. And just twice more. Lovely awareness around your throat. Pale blue or turquoise. Last one. And just extend the legs, feeling that lovely buzz through the backs of your legs and buttocks perhaps. Thinking about throat. And if you want to, as we're focused on throat, you can just breathe 2 or 3 breaths, ujjayi breath. So tucking the chin in and creating that snore-like sound as we breathe. that noisy Darth Vader sounding like breath. Bringing in your knees again for another little hug. And for third eye and crown, we're going to come up for some crown rolls. And also some Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana is very linked with our third eye too. But we'll just come into this gentle pose. Bring your forehead down. I'd like you to do 5. We'll just do 5 of these. They won't take a moment. Inhale as you come onto your crown and enjoy that lovely stimulation that you get there. Notice any colours in your mind. Exhale as you roll back to forehead. Nose touches the mat. Inhale up. Third eye very linked with your intuition and just following that gut instinct that we all have. Opening to your 6th sense. Crown is that connection to our spirituality, our source, universal intelligence around us. Notice all the colours in your mind right now. And just one more crown roll. Come back into child's pose, Hatha Balasana or Balasana, whatever you want. Arms ahead or down to the feet. Rest the head down. And just thinking about perhaps the last time you followed your intuition and it was the right move. There was a gut instinct about something you just knew. Can't even explain it, you just know. And then just lifting your head very slowly because the head has been down low. And coming into a seated position on your cushions if you wish for Nadi Shodhana. A lovely breath for balancing the left and right hemispheres of the brain, the body. This Ida and Pingala energy that Hatha Yoga encourages balance through. When Ida and Pingala are balanced, there is a balanced energy that runs through Sushumna. Sushumna is the central channel through our body, the main nadi. So Nadi Shodhana, just bringing the backs of your hands onto your thighs. Close the right hand for a moment and we'll explore Ida, left nadi. A few breaths just to determine if it feels blocked or it's quite free-flowing. And then close left hand, open right, just a few breaths. Just really noticing any subtle difference. It might be very, very tiny difference you notice. So close right hand, we'll begin. Left hand open. Inhale. Close the left hand, open the right, exhale. Keep that hand open as you inhale. Then close it and then open left. And then we'll carry on. We all know this practice. And just settle into this for a few moments. Relax your face and body. And enjoy the breath deeply into your belly. Just starting to feel quite relaxed now, perhaps. The breath is in a nice rhythm. As you breathe out through the left-hand side, just keep your eyes closed for a moment. Just bring your hands into your lap. And we're just going to have some quiet meditation time, just for a few moments. Just stay with the breath. Just gazing into the void. And as you come back to your breath, be in that gap between your thoughts. Perhaps just keep mentioning to yourself that you're in the gap between your thoughts, which is a thought in itself. Feel the breath move into the belly and the chest. And just lingering in that gap between your thoughts. Very gently now, I'd like you to just blink your eyes open and come into Shavasana. So this isn't relaxation yet, but this is Shavasana that we're going to use for the crown chakra. So just gently lie yourself down. I'm going to read you something about Shavasana. We're going to come into this pose in the way that it's meant to. Often it is very much used as just a rest. So you can pull over something warm if you want to. And so just listening to this lovely passage about this particular pose, which is often quite misunderstood. Shavasana, or rest pose, is an experience in itself. It is the pose through which we discover softness. It is the pose through which we dissolve into the earth. It is the pose through which we begin to experience pranayama, our breathing practices. It is subtle and magical. It is bliss. Do not approach this posture as simple relaxation. It is an asana, and as such, is guided by specific boundaries within which we feel the experience. When first starting an asana practice, it is often difficult to allow ourselves to rest enough to enter this pose. We tend to lie there thinking about the things we need to get done and other such mind stuff. For most people, it is easier to be active than to be passive. Shavasana is a practice of active relaxation. It takes time to understand and experience, but it is deeply rewarding and refreshing. It is a necessity to any asana practice, as it gently seals the body's energy. It is a cool swim in a green river. It is an underwater sound of the ocean. It is the soft pulsing coral at the bottom of the sea. It is an experience of yourself. Dive deep. Shavasana is a crucial link between asana, the poses, and pranayama, the breath. But it teaches us to surrender in a passive state. In order to bathe in the inner experience of pranayama, we first need to be able to soften and open both physically and mentally. In Shavasana, this is what we learn to do. It is the posture in which we really let go of ourselves. It is a bridge to our inner world and inner energy. This so-called inner energy can actually be felt on a physical level as something inside our bodies. For some people, it whirls, melts, prickles, heats, electrifies, but there's no denying its existence. The brain and heart pulse more slowly. The mind releases its hold on external issues, and something inside ourselves emerges. It is almost as if our inner self steps forth and our outer self sits down and watches, breathing in the ocean of grace. So just while I read that to you, some of it may have gone in, maybe one or two of the words just really resonated. So taking the time to experience this pose as a pose that is very, very internally reflective and aware, but also soft. So now just let everything go. We're going to come into the end stage that we always do, relaxation. And enjoying the breath. As you lie there, I'm going to just pull a card and see what wisdom we're going to be given today. If you have a thought or a question in mind, just have a kind of a feeling of openness to possibly receive. Okay, so the card we have. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. Yes, you are a light worker. As such, you have always had a burning desire to make the world a better place. It is a deep calling that is beyond time and space. You are often called into service during ordinary circumstances, such as when you're shopping for groceries and someone needs your help. Right now, your life's mission is expanding so that you can reach even more people. This will require you to make some life changes that you will learn about through your inner guidance. You are deeply sensitive to others' needs and emotions, and it's important for you to clear yourself regularly, especially after helping someone. You can call upon Archangel Michael, your other guardian angels, and to me to clear you of toxins or cords that may have resulted from helping efforts. You are an earth angel, and we are happy to assist you in all ways. Just ask. Indriel is the angel. I know that resonates with some of you who are very giving. The light of yoga spreads and we want to give, but sometimes that can be abused or draining on you. So just ask for that assistance sometimes, but don't stop your light work. Just relaxing now. When you're ready, just take a few breaths with your eyes closed and feel your body again. And check in through your chakras. Just glance at each area of the body, perhaps tuning into the colour and the feelings that come with each one. And very gently you can begin to just wiggle fingers and toes. Rock the head from side to side. Check in with your throat. Enjoy a few deep breaths and then start to just gently stretch. Notice your energy. Notice your mind. Notice how you're feeling spiritually. Like B.S. K. Iyengar said, it's that where does the mind and the body end and the mind and the spirit? It's also interlinked. So just in your own time, rolling up to seated. And we will chant 3 Oms together. Feeling revitalised, we've balanced all our energy centres today in lots of lovely ways. So, hands to chin mudra, lovely deep breath in. Just feel that vibration in your body, through your throat, your heart, down to the belly. And then bring hands together, rub the palms. Again, feel your prana, the heat, tingling, the subtle body energy. And then warm palms over the eyes, gently blinking. And hands to heart. Om Shanti. Namaste.